I think we both kind of just had some really good stretches of holes and caught fire.
I raised my bar if people are playing good, and that's what I was able to do today.
I was really enjoying the card today, and then we would just chit-chat off of every tee, and it really didn't feel like I was doing anything cool, but turned out okay.
You can't really get too mad about any mistakes today because the score shows we played really good. I'm throwing a PD a lot, so I just have to basically repeat the same shot over and over, and once I got a hold of that, I started feeling really confident with the gaps. Obviously, every one of those putts is still a little bit stressful, but I wouldn't say I was nervous at all today.
He's an amazing player, and he's playing really well, but yeah, I know that I'm one of the best players, if not the best player, when I'm playing to my ceiling. I didn't even really know he was playing as well as he was, just because I was kind of just focused on myself, focused on me playing my game, and I'm just out here to play however well I need to play to win.
Ricky and Gannon are taking off, but my goal is to beat Isaac.
7 under plus is good. I guess I'll say that now. 7 or better, I should have said.
Hello and welcome to round 3 front 9 coverage of the MPO lead card here at the 2024 Disc Golf Pro Tour Championship presented by Barbasol. We are here at Nevin Park for moving day. 2 players have moved above the rest.
Yeah.
BigBarri commentary bringing you the action. Ezra Robinson bringing you the one-liners. Here to beat his brother. You guys, Putting Games is returning for Season 3, Episode 1, and it premieres this Sunday right after the MPO final round of the Pro Tour Championship on DGN and JomezPro Patreon. Can't watch on October 20th? The first episode premieres on the JomezPro YouTube channel on November 4th. Right now, we have a special offer for Jomez fans. Use code JomezFree at sign up to get a free month of DGN Pro or the standard subscription and get early access to watch the Putting Game episodes.
Hey, you're one of the hosts on there, right?
I am a host on all but 2 episodes, and this year we had a couple of cool things. We got some female exclusive episodes hosted by...
Oh, that's cool.
The 2 sexy ducks, I call them.
That's going to be fun.
No, it's the 2 hot geese are coming in for some episodes. We got Nate Sexton hosting 1 episode, Brian Earhart. So we got a lot of cool stuff. And a new twist this season I think people are going to love. So make sure you watch that. You've been asking, and we are delivering. Speaking of asking and delivering, man, we got the Robinson brothers out here in 3rd and 4th place. They are out here really in a field of the rest of the field, just trying to compete for 3rd, the way that Gannon and Ricky have separated themselves through 2 rounds.
Yeah, you were mentioning moving day, and they just moved right in. There was no moving. They're
Ricky doesn't
mainstays.
Ricky doesn't have to move in. I think he lives here.
Yeah,
like Ricky lives in these woods,
Yeah.
and he camps out for the off season, and that's why he's so good here.
Yeah, hole 1, par 3, 419. Saw a roller workout for Gannon a couple times. Mostly you're going to see the late turning backhand, bend it off the left side, penetrate the guardian trees into that opening, and then make a putt. And I mean, what's going to happen today is, if it's anything like yesterday, it's going to be the best round. Yesterday was the best round I've ever watched.
What do these guys have left in the tank? Can they continue to bring it? It's going to be exciting to watch. Unless this thing is moving like a rocket ship, it's not going to get there. It's a little too low. Gannon's been loving this roller play.
I think he would have snuck in to the circle if he didn't catch that little stump.
That's crazy. It just didn't look like it was moving fast enough. Too low, too turned. But you're right. It was still heading in the right direction. Man, that is just really pushing that tree line. And look at that. Just into the gap, nearly hitting the basket. Out to C2 now. But that's a fantastic shot for this hole.
Yeah, C2's kind of a comfortable spot for him.
Yes.
Isaac has the box on his little brother.
And this one, just like yesterday, overturned, but he got all the way to circle's edge and made the putt. This time, he comes up quite a bit shorter.
Ezra Robinson.
Yeah, I think he caught the grass, so he didn't get that nice flare skip that the hard pan provides.
Ricky and Gannon had good rounds yesterday. I just want to beat Isaac. That is so funny, man. And that says a lot about the sibling rivalry that they have. I mean, bragging rights plenty going back home.
See if he can catch one from deep here. Downhill, not playing as far as it really... Whoa.
Wow.
Look good. A lot of the flight right there.
Over 370 feet of putting for Isaac yesterday, which is typically... Oh, my gosh. Look at that effort. Wow. Completely blind. Great try.
Can he keep it going? No.
But as I was saying, 370 plus feet of putting is going to win the card every time you play. Unless you're playing on Ricky Wysocki's card yesterday. Gannon starting off with a nice one. Ricky had over 420 something feet of putting. I've never heard of that many feet.
That's insane. Well, let's see. Let's have a little counter. Okay. Gannon makes one just now from 43 feet. We're at 43 feet for Gannon. Okay. See what his average is, for this round. Oh, he's making another one. Oh, no. Same one.
That doesn't even seem like enough because the math comes out to just over 23 feet per putt for Ricky. It just doesn't seem possible. How many times was he parked?
Couple tap-ins,
Not many, but yeah, just a couple of them, I guess, reduces those 50 footers to, Anyways, it was impressive. You guys saw it.
I think it was 80. I think it was 480 or something.
Yeah, it was a lot. Hole 2, par 3, 366 feet, blind from the tee, steadily moving from left to right. There's the really wide sidearm gap, and then there's the more often taken backhand turnover down the middle. You want to just bend it off this leaning tree that you see in the middle of the fairway, just to the left of that with a little turn. That's heading down the forehand gap. Doesn't hit a
away
thing.
With it. I think you'll take that for how bad of a shot it was. Beats pretty much the whole fairway.
Oh, you love that result.
This is going to take on a lot of trees.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Oh, the last one. That was nearly home.
And he clapped. He liked it.
Lots to like.
Oh, no.
Early tree kick left. Isaac's in not too much trouble, but no birdie coming up. Ezra early tree kick off to a similar spot to his brother, so really nobody close to the pin on 2. Isaac going with the patented forehand and once again throwing an absolute gem. Do you think he's going to throw more of these next year, or is this just a Woods thing?
I think he is, yeah. I mean, we saw it at Winthrop. He was throwing a couple real nice ones in from the fairway, too. A couple sidearms there doing good work with the scramble game.
Mm-hmm. And looks like Rick is going to go first. Elevated basket, got to be careful. Oh, he liked it.
Looked pretty good to me.
Yeah, it looked good.
He had me convinced.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're not just going to make this, are you?
Gannon for the lead. Oh, that close.
How do you almost make that?
Always.
From a knee. I'd almost sidearm it from a knee, I feel like. From there.
Isaac making the difficult comeback putt look routine. That's a putt you see missed all the time on any card, pro card, am card, whatever. These guys don't really like missing from C1, though. What a fun battle we get to watch today, man. And the rest of this weekend. Ricky and Gannon, really the rivalry that's really presented itself throughout the season. And then the sibling rivalry. Such a great season from Ezra. Honestly, had Isaac not won the world championships, I think Ezra has the better season between the two of them.
Yeah.
But Isaac really coming on strong at the end. So you got the brothers battling it out. And you got Nicolas Antelo right there, can also jump into that third place. And then there's a little bit of a gap. So it's going to take a monumental effort here on moving day for someone to really get up into that race for third place. And if even anyone wants to get into that race for second place, they're going to need help from our leaders, and they're going to have to do something above and beyond.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Big time gaps up the leaderboard. We see, 8 strokes ahead of third place right now. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Really ridiculous. Hole 3, par 4, 630 feet. Fantastic hole right here. Bend it left. Get up around the corner, make yourself a putt. Gannon putting meter at 55 feet. Still going with that hyzer.
This one had a little bit more sauce on it than yesterday, and I think he finds himself in between round 1 where he found trouble and then yesterday where he got his birdie.
I like the push, just how wide is it?
It's going to hyzer too soon.
Yeah.
Just didn't quite get the turn, and that's going to be trouble for Ricky. There's a mandatory through the woods that make you kind of bend back through the fairway. I think birdie is certainly out of play here for Rick. This is as tight as you want to hug that drive. That's very well done from Isaac.
What's a play from there?
I think for him, if the run-up isn't an issue, it looks like his disc is on the side hill, but let's just say that he's got a flat run-up. I think he's got a great chance for the backhand turnover.
No, the distance.
Oh, I think he's between a hard-thrown mid and a fairway driver. I think he's probably in the 330 range.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That close.
Oh,
a little hop,
jump
step,
forehand.
And a jump. Really good.
It's not
really
something
good.
you see very often.
Ezra, really tight gap here. He's going to have this on. He always goes the ante route.
That's aggressive. Wow, that's well thrown.
This guy.
That is very well done from Ezra.
One thing we've seen from him all year is his,
aggressive.
Well, no, it's his biggest strength and his kryptonite. Aggressive, 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 no matter what.
He is definitely BEAGGRESSIVE all the time. That is stupendous.
Don't you think that
awesome.
flight is farther than 330? That thing like a bomb.
It's not too far off of it. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. Ricky, you're right on that Mando tree. Has to pitch it out, gives the wave to the crowd. Thanks, pretty good at putting.
Don't worry about me, folks. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me, folks.
I'll skip it in.
Bogey free yesterday, obviously, en route to shooting a 12 under, which would have been course record if Gannon Burr decided to sleep in.
Gannon from 60.
Oh, the putting meter almost just went through the roof.
Looked like it was lined up for him to make that, didn't it?
Well, they always do, it seems like. Ezra, unfortunately, unable to capitalize after that incredible approach. So Isaac going to take the lone birdie here on lone 3. Always a tough get.
What a birdie.
Yeah, you don't see many drop-ins like that. That is just angle master. Second shot. And it was an awkward run-up. I mean, he was on a side hill. You can see his body kind of contorted, but didn't affect his throw at all.
Feeling great starts with a great shave. Today, the world is in the palm of your hand. Or at least this can is. For over 100 years, Barbasol It's a can of can-do.
Isaac, hey, 1 stroke close and only 7 back.
Yeah, sure. And I guess something we haven't talked about yet is the payout this year. Seeing the Barbasol ad kind of reminds me we got a lot of money here that these guys are competing for. $35K large going to the first place winner, 20 for second place. And then there's the big battle for third place right now. Third and fourth are 12,000 and 9,000 respectively. So a lot of cash to play for.
What's the most you've won in one tournament?
You know the most I've ever won for one tournament.
I don't know the exact number. I know the tournament.
It was 10K.
10K. Exacto?
Exactamundo.
Nice.
Minus taxes, so a lot less.
You didn't pay your taxes.
Oh, unfortunately, I did.
Cannon Buhr with a steep hyzer. Gonna need an anti-skip right here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
It's
I thought he was going far left because of the spike angle.
softly thrown. It just collected into the ground nicely. Ricky's a little concerned about the width, but he actually goes... reason to complain. It's going to be tough.
A lot to like about that.
Yeah,
that's as good as they make them.
Yep. The only way to do better, and I'm surprised we haven't seen anyone do that. The forehand turnover. I know Ricky has that in the bag. Can get you up to that gap. Like where his disc is flying now is a good landing zone for the forehand.
But if you hit the middle tree and you kick right,
Kablamo.
Dablina.
Dablina Bogowski starts singing.
I think from an awkward spot, needs it on a heavy anhyzer. Kill. That was going.
Yeah.
Places, but just too tight over there. Gannon has a chance to take the lead here with a good one.
And this is going to come up a bit short or no? No, not that short.
Yeah, a little short.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. A bit short.
And his putting meter is not going to, that's not going to move.
It's not going to affect it very
yeah,
much.
that's to 60 feet total. Of course, this is going to be the round where we start counting. And he just has a bunch of hard jobs like that.
That is what you're supposed to do after that drive. Ezra looks like he's about to get on the board for the first time in round 3. Ricky, an important approach shot now with Gannon looking to be a few short feet away from taking the lead.
It's a good shot.
Just not taking bogeys at Nevin. That is so big.
Yeah, I would say the odds of you taking a bogey are so high.
Ricky's bogey free.
I know.
He's like doesn't have any of them. Like none.
I know that's not a real.
I've got like daydreams of me doing well, and I have bogeys in those.
I bet you for sure I bogey within the first 6 holes.
Oh.
Every round I play there.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I
You're
mean,
bogeying hole 2, to be honest with you. I'm just going to go ahead and say hole 2, you're getting it right out of the way.
I could play him for par and not bogey.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But if you're going for birds out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're bogeying hole 2. I'm just telling you.
No, I don't bogey that. No way.
It's really impressive.
I've definitely bogeyed 2 before.
Ricky, I think, double bogeyed it last year and still won this thing. Might be the last time he took a bogey here at Nevin.
Now that I think of it, I doubled it too. That's what good players do.
Hole 5, par 5, 1-0-5-2. Don't want to go right off the tee. Love to do what Ricky's done the last 2 rounds. Just put it in the mouth of the gap. And from there, you just kind of bend your disc around these big prominent trees around the corner. And then you got a straight shot to the pin. It's a very demanding 3-shot hole. It was about 70 feet shorter a few years ago, and Eagle was potentially on the table, although no one, maybe one person did it, but I don't think.
Yeah, Alden Harris
did it. Good memory. If this continues flipping up, it's not going to, but that's just going to be a little left, and now it's going to be out of bounds.
Oh, hits us. What did it hit? We'll never know.
I think it hit the little yellow stakeholder.
We don't know. It was right behind that guy.
Yeah, you're right. Could have been a peppermint stick.
Yep. That's a bad mistake. Taking the lead right now.
Yeah.
He's scared of going right. He's gone right 2 days in a row and then overcorrects. So,
exactly.
hey, kudos the whole 5. You got one of the best we've ever seen, kind of out of sorts.
Yeah, trying to figure this one out, huh?
Yep.
Surprised he doesn't go with that PD. As far as he's throwing that thing, as little movement as it has. A little surprised to see him not go with that off the tee.
Yeah.
Because this is really what you want. You want something flipping up and flying straight, minimal fade, a lot of power, a lot of distance.
A lot of these guys have so much power that their push angle, it's a good shot, but it doesn't come back in time because it's going too fast. You know what I mean?
Ricky, a little bit lower today. He likes it. Does it crest the hill? Yes. Oh, misses the tree.
Perfect. But you know what I mean? Like, they threw the shot they wanted. It just never comes out because it's going too fast.
Okay, very important shot for Gannon to get back into position so he can potentially save par. Oh, this is way past position. You'll take the distance.
Oh, yeah. That was smoked. If it gets by there somehow, it skips over there by the...
Jump putt.
Yeah, jump putt. Exactly.
Wow.
I think that's the only way to get it now, is to get lucky through that backside.
Yes. Yeah. Going down the fairway, you're just not going to ever get close enough. But yeah, there's potential ways to kind of find a sneaky path during that back door. Ezra, Isaac, and Ricky all kind of landing in a pretty similar spot down the fairway.
I like that one the best.
Yeah. A lot to like there.
Give me 5 things you like about it.
Well, it was down the middle.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot to like.
Okay, down the middle.
Yeah, down the middle. Good angle out of the hand. Hyzer flip. I like that he was aggressive and committed to his line.
Shot. Great shot there. Yep.
That's 3. I liked the shirt he's wearing.
No.
His follow through. He was committed.
Yeah.
And it didn't roll down the hill. I liked those 5 things about
Those
it.
are great things about that shot. Isaac with a pretty good approach there on the left side. Plays the hole perfectly, honestly.
Yep. Deal. All right. To save par, Gannon has to find... We've seen someone down this part of the fairway every day so far, and he goes for another jump forehand. Effective.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
that's going to add.
That's a keep you honest type of par putt. I do like the shirt, though. You can't discount that.
No, that's great.
Yeah, okay. That's like 5.5.
I think he's doing just fine with a different colored shirt.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. You do kind of sometimes have those sweet shirts you feel confident in.
If you're on lead card, you got to look good.
Good shot there from Rick. And that's going to be his first birdie. And it could come at a perfect time with Gannon over the... Gannon.
Yeah. Should be a par.
Yep.
Oh,
It is.
Hi there.
Wow. We'll call that 28 feet. We'll give him... I'm done counting. It's going to be a lot, guys.
Well, why don't we just look at those numbers after the round?
All right.
Trying to keep up with it while doing commentary. It's not the best.
Nope. I gave up after 3 putts. There's a good, nice hole from Ezra for birdie and Ricky.
Everyone completing the hole in 4 throws.
Gannon's second shot was really impressive.
Yeah. I mean, a good shot, a good power, a little bit of luck sprinkled in. And then he had to go back to throwing a skillful shot because he didn't hyzer down the fairway. He went to that bad spot over there.
Yeah, the jump.
The jump forehand, man. I'm going to start practicing that one.
I'm not sure it's legal.
Definitely, I don't think it is. But if he's releasing the disc before he moves his mark off his lie, then it is. But it doesn't seem legal. So we are being informed that during the jump forehand, there was an infraction called, but not for foot fault. It was actually a time violation. He was down there calculating his chances at different shots, and he was called for the thing he's called for the most often. Not just tall, time violation. Those are the two things that he's...
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You're there, somebody calls you on time, you have to jump to get out of there.
Yeah, you're in a hurry at that point.
Yep. Really tough hole here. Power hyzer. However you want to do it. You can do big spike, you can do stall hyzer like this. This is the one that'll give you the most distance, I think.
Ezra birdieing it the first 2 rounds, trying to go 3 for 3 on this super difficult hole.
I don't see how you can get there from where he just landed. He's really far back.
And this,
oh
oh boy, that's a out of bounds tee shot. Really testing that trying to get tight in line so he could give the birdie a bit. But boy, that's a mistake he can't make there.
Watch the power these guys have.
Yeah, that's
just like a pushing hyzer. That thing is going so far.
He cracked that thing.
Perfectly thrown. That's farther than the last few days, I think.
Yes. And he got into the green yesterday with a forehand approach. I think he'll be able to do the same today.
And Gannon puts a little something on this one. More hyzer than Ricky.
Those are great drives.
But fantastic. Look at how much farther Ricky is.
That's awesome. Isaac now, this is bogey at best. Try to avoid taking the double is really where he's at. And it's going to take 2 great shots to do that.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, that's shot number 1. Excellent.
Got to come out. It is coming out. Not enough. That was such a beautiful flight.
Yes.
Now I see how he's doing it.
Yeah.
He's taking way left.
Yep.
And then letting the hill kind of
that one was
put
just
the afterburners on.
Not left enough, unfortunately. Oh, and Gannon doesn't have this turned over at all. This is heading to that one safety spot down here in the bottom of the hill. But there is ways to go B, and he's not going to find it this time, but he's past the spectator rope.
Almost hit pups.
All right, now with Gannon out of position, Ricky has this shot to take the lead.
Lightning bolt. Oh my gosh.
I can't tell you guys how far that shot. I could tell you, but you have to stand there from Ricky's position and just think, oh, forehand from here? Not reasonable.
Look at this. Already picking up the mini.
That needs to slow down. That's coming in with some heat. Okay. It does that whole Wild West thing again. Like it's just a hay bale. The turn of the century with a gunshot. Just like, I don't know how he controls it, but he does.
Yeah.
Okay, Ezra still has a chance to get the 3rd birdie in a row. Oh, that was not an effort.
You got 2 birds on this hole, you're getting strokes on the field.
Yes. Doesn't mean you don't want more.
Yeah, don't give him back, though. Isaac. He's who we need to be counting the distance and putting.
No doubt.
He's been making a lot of those circles edge this tournament.
Real nonchalant-like, too.
Ricky, retake the lead.
Okay. 2 in a row now for Rick. Now he's 2 down on hole 6. Gannon's 2 down through 6, and he trails Rick by 1. That is just absolutely smacked.
So hard.
Ricky gets the 30 under now.
All right, let's look down the leaderboard. You got Evan Smith with a 7 under right now going, and he's already through hole 15. So
yeah.
You look down a little farther. Not a lot of people going low. What was going on out there today? Scores aren't as low.
I don't know what's going on out here
fire.
today. What's going on out here today is Nevin. What was happening yesterday is what we need to examine, because there was something about these trees where they were getting out of the way. The basket was a little bit bigger. I think it was about 10% bigger than normal yesterday, the baskets. Something was crazy. But those scores, the way that those guys shredded up yesterday, that's something that I don't think you'll ever see again.
Oh, boy.
Well, unless Ricky has something to say about it.
That's a monster of a drive.
4? Oh, my God.
What? That's the farthest one I've ever seen.
It's almost too far because now he's kind of in this in-between zone. You'd like to go down that inside tunnel, but now Rick's going to have to get a little crafty. That's one of the... until that last tree kick, that was one of the better backhand drives you'll ever see on this tee shot. Oh, really good. Really good.
How tight is that gap, Jerm? Whoa, slow down.
Okay, it was really good. It still is really good. Okay.
Better. Almost. Oh, wait,
Right by the manhole cover.
That's where you kind of want to be.
Yep. It's generous.
Okay.
It's generous, and it sets up well for the forehand due to the way that the trees are positioned through the gap. Early tree for Isaac. But it's just narrow enough that it keeps you honest for the power that you're trying to throw through the gap. I think it's a perfect width to distance ratio to be challenging.
Going roller, splits the trees, over the log, through the leaves, into a tree.
Yeah, that's it. Easy par now. You love it. With an outside chance to make a deep one.
See, this is what I'm telling you. This guy is so aggressive. He's got fast rim driver.
Oh, look at the angle here.
Any kick, and he's in trouble. Oh, he gets all the way through. Any kick left, OB. You know, on that angle, those like to hit and right over those stakes.
So forced to go the high forehand, wide left for Gannon. Can he get back up the hill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's funny is those stakes over there haven't come into play at all for our cards. At all.
They're coming to play for anyone else who comes out here.
Did Calvin?
Yeah,
go
he did.
big?
Yeah.
Okay, never
yeah,
mind.
He hit a tree, though.
Yeah,
it was his shot was looking good. It turned over, hit a tree.
All right, never mind.
Yeah.
I thought that was bizarre because that OB does, it's good OB.
It's pretty common. Mm-hmm. Rick with a good approach. Now Isaac from deep. That would be a birdie save if there ever was one, or a birdie steal.
This is a birdie steal. I think Isaac throwing the roller, better chance to get there than this guy. Tucked in right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tucked in right is not a place where you think birdies are going to come from.
Oh, he got the tree. And now you got to earn it.
All right. Stymied. Yeah, I didn't even need to look at it. Been knocking those things down all season. So has this guy. Now a 2-shot lead for Ricky.
He's back to fist pumping.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
It's
momentum. He talks about it. He's got it.
Yep. And, you know, he did the little clap with his drive on hole 2, and it did look good to us. It did hit a late tree, and then he putted it, thought it was in, started to charge, put his fist up, and it didn't go in. But that just tells me a lot about he's in attack mode.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, he's ready. He's predetermined that when a shot is looking good, he's going to show not just the fans, but he's going to show Gannon.
First check-in, Nicholas Antilla.
Look at that start. All pars, and then an ace.
Oh, my.
So close. Beautiful. The slowest
Bird
left
streak.
to right movement, man. Watch this thing. Just, okay, tiny little gentle turn. Then we'll just hyzer back a little bit. Disc golf is so easy at times.
Nicholas. Pretty good, they say.
And his first birdie of the round has taken a bit of time.
That's funny because Casey White was on his card and they all birdied the first 8, I think. Or parred the first 8.
Oh, really?
Or first 7, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That
Makes scorekeeping easy, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. All right, pars. Okay, all right, move on. Wow. Evan Smith, like you said, the only one who's really making a move today, going up the leaderboard a bit. And here is that hole that we just saw Niklas throw. Such a fun downhill par 3. 462 feet. You can see it from the tee. Can't see a lot of baskets here at Nevin from the tee. This is one that's right there in front of you. You just got to find something that gently drifts left to right like Niklas, and love to get across the creek, stay safe, and give yourself a chance. There is that left, or that right turning back to left fading.
All right, circle 2, I think.
Yeah, right there on the edge of it at least.
Couldn't quite find the whisker with the...
Spotter.
Yeah, well, with just the fall leaves, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, got the middle one.
Okay.
First time.
We got some work to do. And is it going to hold all the way? It looks like it's going to. So good. Look at Isaac leaning that into the fairway. He knew the moment it left his fingers that it was going to be coming really close to that edge tree. Leans it back in the fairway, and that's what you got to do, folks. Full body English.
Needs to get the save here. Putter, yeah. He's tossing him in, ain't he? It's funny how that's not good enough right now. He's just making kind of everything, throwing great shots all the time.
9 back.
All right, circle's edge.
Crazy. You know what's wild to me is that Ricky right now is 23 under par natural. Naturally 23 under par at Nevin through 2.5 rounds.
Ooh, good catch there from Ezra. That's insane, yeah. I was going to add it up after the end of the tournament.
That is such a crazy pace to be on.
Buhr finds a birdie, though. Stays within 2.
This is original hole number 1 here at Nevin, hole 9 for the tournament layout. Par 4, 580 feet. Got to get past this wall of trees, which is pretty evenly spread across the fairway there, but then it opens up as you go down the hill. Got this last tree gap here, and then the log that sits at about 52 feet from the basket. OB deep. It's a good forehand. It's a good backhand turnover with a putter or a mid-range.
You think Calvin went for it today?
I don't think so, but I really hope that he plays well enough to make our lead card so that we can convince him to go Sendies tomorrow.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
It's about time that he did that little Calvin Heimberg thing that he does.
Gannon just got to avoid the big skip left or the big tree middle.
I think he'll be fine there.
Yeah, manufacture something.
Yep.
You're looking right down the tube.
He's losing about 70 feet closer to the basket, but it's still in the middle of the fairway. Just one tree to avoid.
And the tough thing, as he gets all the way down there,
Doesn't hit anything.
The tough thing about it being up there and not cresting the hill is the speed coming down to get over that log. If you do get over the log, it's going to be going fast.
Tough to put the brakes on. Look at this flippy thing. You hate to see that. That thing was moving down the hill. Ricky first up. Got to gently bend this one down to the right. Now it's got to miss that log. Just barely. That's as good as you can throw it, essentially.
It's the same place as yesterday. That was identical to yesterday. Identical. You know what he did yesterday? Buried it.
Hammered it. Sitting on a birdie streak right now. Look at this chop shot. Interesting play here for Gannon. I guess this is his way of mitigating that speed coming into the green, going to the high shot that would knife down, and it was pretty effective.
I like it.
I don't know what else I could have done.
Even he's a little clueless about it.
Oh, tight gap. Needs to slow down.
You're not wrong.
Great.
A little deep of the pin. Tough putt coming back. And that's just why that was a great shot. And that's exactly why Nevin is always so difficult. Because he's thrown 2 great shots to get to a tough putt. So just putting those things together and getting birdies requires so many things coming together properly. That's what makes that 13 under and 12 under from Gannon and Ricky yesterday so special. I feel like Isaac did the same thing yesterday, about the same spot. Mm-hmm. Airballed it on the soft side. Ricky to keep things going.
Fern fist pumping already back there. What does that mean?
Oh, yes. I didn't even look at Ricky. I was looking at Fern.
That's what I'm saying. He was already being like, come on, come on.
Yes. Wow. Man is locked in. Man, that is trust in your player right there. Everyone believed in that one. It's easy to believe when you're generally seeing success. Oh, wow.
These guys are just different, Jerm. Those are like highlight putts for your round for the rest of the field. You know what I mean? Oh, I hit the log and then I made, you're telling your friends, but I went for it and I made like a sick one to get the birdie. These guys, that's 9 rounds in a row they've done.
That one, if you put like a little tiny sticker on the very perfect part of the pole, that putt was going to hit that sticker for Gannon. That was absolutely dead center. Yes. Wow.
No wonder these guys are on this card.
Yeah. No wonder they're in this tournament.
Yeah.
It is so hard to qualify. We've talked about that a bit in the past. Qualifying for this tournament, it's top 30. Well, this time it's the top 33 players, but it's the top 32 players plus any winners on the tour season. You can't finish an average of 20th place.
No, you got to be better.
You have to do better than that because there's so many players coming in that are getting those top 20 finishes. You've got to get some top 10s. You got to get some top 5s in there. And every one of these players that qualified this year had some great events that gave them enough points to qualify for this tournament. So this is just the best of the best. You guys already knew that, but it's so tough to get into this event.
Yeah, Ricky, Gannon, same story. Kind of running away from everybody. The Robinson brothers having a nice little battle, and Nicholas and Calvin doing pretty good on the chase card. Also, Evan
also playing a great round. Ricky said after round 1 interview, 7 under each round would win it. He's so wrong about that. He is at 5 under on the front 9 right now, sitting on a 5-hole birdie streak going into the back 9 after shooting 12 down yesterday. So the pace is being set at a much higher clip right now. What do they have for us in the back 9? Well, let's turn around and find out.